Well, hey there. Good morning, Brickheads. Happy Monday to you. If you're in the States, happy Memorial Day to you. And if you're all over the world, just hey, happy Monday. Hope it's a great week. Hope things are going well for you. It is May 26th. So we did it. We are on the last week of May. So that means it is time, as always, to talk more news and rumors. So before I get into that, though, as always, I do like to say, you know it if you've heard it before, thank you just so much. Whether you are listening to me on your favorite podcast platform, or maybe you're a visual person and you like checking out the YouTube page, I just appreciate it. No matter how you get this episode, it means a great deal to me that you are listening in. It means a great deal to me if you are a continued user of this these episodes and my channel. Like I say, it means a lot to me, very much. So I will say today, as far as podcasts go, this may be not a bad one to check out on the YouTube page because I have a sweet Lego leak that I'm going to be talking about in just a bit. But before I get into that really amazing leak that I am beyond excited about, let me just talk to you. Last week, I had mentioned the BrickLink Designer Series 1 and 2. They had gone back on sale if you were in the United States or Canada. So they had there was a newsletter, they release it, and they're like, we have a super limited number of sets, and we are going to push it out on sale here on May 20th. And apparently they did, and I don't think it went very well because initial reports had a lot of people who basically put in what they thought was a successful order, only to get an email a little while later saying, yeah, sorry, it's already sold out. You're not getting diddly squat. So from a Lego standpoint, it went really, really well because they sold obviously everything they have. So if you look at the site now, it literally says on all of Series 1 and on Series 2, 100% sold out on all 5 of the sets from each of those series. Now, do we know how many there were? No. Will we ever know? Probably not. Will they do this again? Maybe, because obviously their goal at the end of the day is to, sell all their sets, make the most money that they can. So I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to happen for Series 3 and beyond. But I will tell you, I would hope they would make the next a little bit smoother because, like I say, if you weren't in there right away, you didn't have a chance. And apparently, even if you were in there right away, you still apparently didn't have a chance because you're getting stuff that says, nope, sorry, didn't get anything. So I don't know. Success, failure. I think from a user standpoint, if you got your hands on a castle, you think it's a huge success. But, for most people, they were not very happy about those end results. So if you were all over the world being jealous of those in the U.S. and Canada, don't be too jealous because it sounds like a very few people got their hands on those sets anyway. So anyway, but hey, did I say castle? I think I did. I think I said castle. Should we just get right into it today? There is a Lego leak that has, it just dropped. It's only, I think it's less than 48 hours old here, maybe more like 24 hours old. But there is a Neuschwanstein Castle live in the field, y'all, meaning it's on some sort of store shelf. Someone has taken their picture. They have submitted the image, and here we are. We have it, the newest Lego architecture set for 2025, set 21063 Neuschwanstein Castle. And this is a set that, as a hardcore architecture fan, I have been pining over for quite some time. Even before I knew or heard the rumors that it could possibly become a set. This is the kind of set that, like, back in 2010, I was like, gosh, I would love this castle, right? Because it's just so iconic. It is just such a, like, you cannot think of Bavaria, that southern Germany, Black Forest, beautiful castle on a hill, Cinderella's castle, like without thinking of Neuschwanstein. And it's just, it's such an iconic castle. Again, not very old. Is it the most famous castle? No, maybe not, but it's pretty far up there. And, if you are a fan of architecture, this is an exciting moment. If you're checking it out on YouTube, next to me, I have the Himeji Castle from Japan next to me. I figured an architecture castle would be the most appropriate thing to have next to me while I talk about this Lego leak. So it is a very stout 3,455 pieces. So if I remember correctly, that would make it the second largest Lego architecture set ever to be released. Only the Notre Dame Cathedral that was released in 2024 is larger. It has actually over 4,000 pieces, but 3,455 pieces, y'all, it's a big set. And with a big set, unfortunately, also comes a fairly big price tag. It's going to be $270. So I didn't look it up, but I believe that's actually more expensive than Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame was like $230, $220 to $250, but it was a really good price per piece ratio. This is a little higher, still pretty gosh darn good at 7.8 cents per piece, but we are probably, now that a leak is live, I think we'll probably be due for official images here in the next couple weeks. It is an August 1st release, and so typically you figure you got anywhere between 2 weeks and a month between official releases and the actual release of the set, but a lot of times you'll get those leaked images that come out, and it forces Lego's hand. So it will be really interesting. Like I said, if you're watching on the YouTube page, I am putting up the leaked images that I have. So obviously the quality of the images is not that great. They're pretty blurry, as most leaked images are, but you can get the gist of this thing. Castle on a hill, gorgeous colors. It's just, I am, like I said, did I mention that I'm excited for this set? So it is definitely, like I said, gearing up, as I've said this many times already this year on the podcast, 2025, it's like the Lego year, I am literally, as I record this, still in the midst of building my Mario Kart set, which is so far outstanding. It was released May 15th. I went ahead and I bought it because I wanted not only that, I got the upscaled baby minifig, which I think may be sold out at this point. I haven't checked Lego.com, but I also got it because I wanted to redeem insider reward points for the blue spiny shell, which is still available at Lego.com if you go to Insiders. It is going to cost you points, but again, it was a pretty good deal given that GWP, the upscaled astronaut baby minifig, went along with it. And so with the Mario Kart, with the T-Rex, with the Death Star that's going to be coming out, with the Star Trek Enterprise, with Neuschwanstein Castle, like, for me, I just don't know if it's going to get any better. Like, you know what? Maybe this is the year where I'm just like, I'm retired. I'm done. Like, it's so good. This is the pinnacle for architecture for me. So I am, like I said, duly excited and really excited to see what the official images will be so we can get a better look at it and really dissect this set to see if it's as good as we hope it is. Again, if I could guess for dimensions, it is going to be similar to the Himeji Castle and Notre Dame as far as, probably about 8 inches wide by about a foot long and by about, 6 to 7 inches tall. So overall, going to be solid for sure. So anyway, that's not all. Like I said, the actual the big news of the week that people have been just talking about nonstop is Lego ideas. It really has been Lego architecture. Give that another couple weeks and everybody else will be following up on that. But it's all about the prize machine. If you've been watching Lego YouTube pages and all of the just Lego news sources, it's all about 21358, that Lego prize machine. And can I tell you, it's been kind of annoying, honestly, because this Lego idea set has gone through multiple price changes. So we originally, I thought we were going to have it at $170, which was nice. But then we got hit with summer price hikes. And so now it's going to be at $180. And that's pretty expensive considering it's only 1,343 pieces. So that puts you at 13.4 cents per piece. That's an expensive set. Really expensive because there is no IP going along with this. This is not a Star Wars set. This is not a Legend of Zelda or a Harry Potter set. This is a prize machine. And it's expensive because honestly, it's not only a Lego Ideas set, it is a, collectible minifig set as well because it comes with 16 minifigs, all of which are pretty much exclusive to this set. And so, yeah, it really jacked up the price, honestly. It's cool. Like, it's coming out. We've got all the official images you want. But if you are a Lego Insider, I believe it's 6/1, your June 1st release. And if you're not a Lego Insider, which you should be, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but to the mass public, it's coming out on June 4th. So let me know in the comments, $180. Are you going to be getting this set? Like, I don't know. I want it. It's cool. I love the functionality of it. I think it just looks neat. But now that I have to save for a $270 Neuschwanstein architecture set, I might actually pass on the prize machine at 13.4 cents per piece. It's just maybe too rich for my blood. But it's not too rich for my blood? Another Lego Ideas set that is also coming out June 1st. And I've talked about this one before, but just as that reminder, it's not just the prize machine that's coming out June 1st. We also have set 21357, the one right before it, Luxo Jr., the little lamp that could from Disney Pixar. It's not only the lamp, but it's also the little ball that it comes, or a little squeaky ball that it comes over and jumps on as well. That's only 613 pieces, much easier on your budget, still expensive at $70, so it's 11.4 cents per piece, but maybe if you don't want to shell out the additional $100, you can save yourself some money, pass on the prize machine, and get yourself Luxo Jr. It is a cool looking set. And again, I've said this before on past news and rumors. I really like it. I just think it looks good. It is a high quality set, very iconic looking. And if you're a fan of Disney and Pixar, to me, this is a must have. This is a June 1st buy for sure. So, but maybe you're just like, both of these aren't doing it for you. Well, can we talk rumors? Because again, when it comes to the hottest stuff on the market right now, it's usually either icons or ideas. And right now it is all about ideas. If you're an icons person, don't worry. We can talk about the AC Cobra Icons vehicle car. I talked about that last week, and that is our new Icons car for the year. That AC Cobra should be pretty gosh darn amazing. I don't remember if I have that written down. But moving on to this week, I just wanted to make sure I highlighted to you 2 new Lego Ideas sets that are going to be coming out here in October. And we finally have some information on set 21359, the one that's coming right after the prize machine, and that is the Italian Riviera. And you thought the prize machine was expensive. Well, the Italian Riviera is $280. Now, I will say this. It is also going to be a whopping 3,251 pieces. So it is a big set, good price piece, coming in at 8.6 cents per piece. But again, this is an August 1st release. The initial images that we have are from the submissions, so we don't have anything like Lego updated official yet, but it's going to be good. Like if you like modulars, if you like the buildings, I think you're going to enjoy the Italian Riviera. Not necessarily one that I am going to go for, thankfully. I can save my money there, but I think a lot of people are going to be very impressed at it. A lot of people are going to want to integrate it into their collections for sure, especially if they are a modular or a building type collector, right? So Italian Riviera, definitely cool. But the other one that we just got some more details on, and this is kind of an up in the air thing, right? So take this with a giant grain of salt, is not only are we going to get that in August, but we are going to get 2 new Lego Ideas sets in October. And so Lego, 5 sets within a period of like, what's that, 4 months. That's pretty impressive for Lego Ideas. And the first one I want to talk about is actually set 21361, and that is Gizmo. Gizmo, if you don't know, is from the iconic 1984 movie Gremlins, the scariest movie ever for me. Of course, I watched it as like a 4-year-old, so it was terrifying. However, thankfully, they're not doing a buildable gremlin because Spike and all the other gremlins are scary. Even the girl in Gremlins 2 with the big lips, very scary. But Gizmo's cute. Gizmo's this cute little mogwai, and we love him. And it's an official set that's supposed to be coming out in October. Now, what we've heard is that this is supposed to be a $100 set, which I personally find a little weird because the original ideas submission for Gizmo is only like 400 pieces. So it is a small set. I have trouble wrapping my head around Lego redoing a buildable figure and more than probably doubling the piece count and really what we are saying, doubling the price. To me, it doesn't make sense that this should cost this much. And so it will be interesting to see. And like I say, this is rumors that you're seeing online right now, is that Gizmo is going to be the next $100 October release. But what they aren't telling you is there is another Lego Ideas set that's supposed to drop October 1st, and that is set 21362, the one right after that, and we don't know what it is. But we do know, at least we believe, that it's going to have a $60 price on it. To me, it almost makes me wonder, is Gizmo going to be the $60 one? Is Gizmo, because at 400 pieces for the submission, it would make sense to me if they had bulked it up a little bit and up to, maybe 500 pieces, 550 or whatnot. To me, that is what is a $60 set right there. So I'm kind of saying maybe they've screwed it up, and that as we keep watching over this is why these are always rumors, is that maybe we have switched things up and Gizmo will hopefully just be the $60 set. And then you say to yourself, well, Steve, if Gizmo's a $60 set, what's going to be the $100 set? Well, I'm glad you asked. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. There's only like 5 sets out there that are approved, getting ready to go onto shelves. And I'm like, it's not Snoopy. It's certainly not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I really think it could be the mineral display. If you don't know, the mineral display, this is one I've talked about in the past. It is 6 different minerals like quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, a couple other different types of quartz and things like that. But it's like 6 different ones. Pyrite, I think, is definitely one that's in there. And looking at it, honestly, I kind of feel like maybe it's the mineral display that's actually going to be the $100 Lego set. It's definitely up there where it could be a greater piece count. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I think that both of those are going to be your October releases, but I'm not really sure. I'll be interested to see. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, I do respond to all comments that are left. Sometimes it takes me, 24 hours or not, or whatnot, but I will get back to you. Whether you're comments, positive or negative, or you just want to tell me that my lips aren't matching the sound. I got it, Rufus. Hopefully I did a better job this time. Or that, I mispronounced an item wrong. That's okay. I like all that. Any feedback, positive or negative, is feedback. But here I want you to tell me, what do you think the October Lego Ideas sets are going to be, and which set matches which price? That's what I'm telling you. Is I think Gizmo might just be the $60 set. I kind of hope it's the $100, honestly, though, because a really big Gizmo could be really cool and more in line with buildable minifigs. All right, moving on from there, a couple other things I want you to know, because if that wasn't all, we have finally images on the Lord of the Rings booknook. We have talked about the Sherlock Holmes booknook. We have seen images for that and Harry Potter, but hey, y'all, the original booknook that we were talking about was Gandalf versus the Balrog, that pivotal scene in the Mines of Moria where he is standing on the bridge yelling, "You shall not pass," and fighting that Balrog. We finally got it in booknook form, and I got the images that I'm sharing with you now. I think it's a pretty cool set. I think it's perfect as a booknook. I don't think it's that impressive if you were just going to try to display it. I think it's a little sparse, but as far as the booknook feel to it, it's pretty cool. It's 1,201 pieces. Definitely a little expensive for my blood. It should be $10 cheaper, but it's coming in at $130, which puts it at 10.8 cents per piece, and also coming out here on June 1st. But like I said, overall, pretty cool. You get the Gandalf minifig. You get a couple printable plaques on there. And then you got this big, huge buildable Balrog with the fabric wings, and then the opening that basically is flames coming everywhere. So overall, pretty solid set, and one that I should like to have in my collection for sure. I would put it right next to the Lost Tales and the big ol' deluxe edition of Lord of the Rings. Don't you think it would look good there, right? So, but yeah, get yourself that booknook for sure. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, I mean, I wore my Kiwi shirt today specifically for that reason. Got to give my shout out to my New Zealand people, my Lord of the Rings fans out there, paying that homage, right? So, and then finally, we are going to end this off. We got two other things I want to talk to you about. Just a reminder with the Krusty Burger that is also coming out June 1st. Again, it's a $210 set, highly overpriced at only 1,635 pieces. Definitely a little small in my opinion, but if you go out and you buy that set June 1st through Lego, you're going to get an exclusive gift with purchase. And we know now that it's set $593.25, and it's the Simpsons living room. Again, I kind of feel like this gift with purchase is about on par with the Krusty Burger, where I want to love it, but honestly, it feels just a little underwhelming. If the Simpsons living room gift with purchase had come with the Simpsons minifigs, you kidding me? That would be a dope gift with purchase. But like I said, a lot of you are very excited about the Krusty Burger, and I'm excited for you. And no, now Lego is sweetening the pot by giving you a gift with purchase. That iconic living room with the couch and the TV, and that's how they finish off that opening sequence, right? So that's what you're going to get. And then last but not least, I can't help myself. I got to throw in a little Star Wars for you. There are a lot of Star Wars sets coming out August 1st, and I could talk about a lot of them. I decided to not, though. I'm going to hold off on the majority of these sets, but there are two that I really think are cool and that I wanted to highlight. And those are the buildable figures. One is buildable K2SO, the security droid from Star Wars Andor, and then also Rogue One, goodness gracious, from Rogue One. Great great looking buildable droid. He is set 75,434, just 845 pieces, $90, 10.7 cents per piece. So right in line with Star Wars because it's all expensive. But that's coming out in August. And that's definitely one I want to get my hands on because I do love all of the buildable droids. And I will tell you, I just finished Andor Season 2. And, I'm going to give you a hot take real quick. I'm going to diverge. I don't know if you watched Andor. If you haven't, you should. But I will tell you, I'm one of those people that when Andor Season 1 came out, I got through like the first 4 episodes, and I couldn't get what people were talking about, why they thought it was so gosh darn good. And I was like, this show's kind of boring. And then I finally got to the episode where it was like the comet, the meteor shower was all super pretty. And I was like, this show's dumb. And I totally turned it off. And I didn't come back to it until Season 2. And people started losing their minds over how good Season 2 was. And I'm like, as a Star Wars fan, I should give it a second chance. Like, I was mad at Andor. And I was like, people are just dumb. So I started watching Season 1 again. And I got through that. And I finally got to the point where he goes to the prison planet. And I was like, oh, I get it now. Oh, this is good. And all the politics, the writing, the acting was phenomenal. And I was like, I finished Season 1. I was like, oh, so that's what people were talking about. Cool. So then I start Season 2. And again, the first 3 episodes, I'm like, it's fine. Weddings, cool, whatever. I got to tell you, if you haven't seen it, after episode 4 and on all the way to the finale, Andor Season 2 is some of the best Star Wars I have ever seen. And I have literally now seen it all. And it's just so good. And, K2SO, while not playing a huge role in Season 2, does play some pivotal roles. And it's just so good. It's like the perfect droid. Sorry, R2-D2. And just so to have the buildable droid and to go with that, I think is great. My only wish is that they had released K2SO here June 1st, or even with the May the 4th releases, because this is when Andor is huge. This is when everybody is talking Star Wars, and they're all talking Andor. So why didn't we release this set in May? Why is it taking us 3 additional months? Lego, what are you doing? Like, it just boggles my mind. But that one's coming out August 1st, and then the buildable Ewok. That's right. If you haven't heard, 75,430, we are going to get ourselves a buildable Ewok. Those lovable little guys, what's that? Return of the Jedi. Gotta love them. Little cuties. We've got the buildable Ewok's going to be 1,010 pieces. $120 though. I mean, seriously? Wow. 11.9 cents per piece. Even by Star Wars standards, it's an expensive set. But that is going to come out August 1st, along with all of the other August releases. So, it is a lot, y'all. Definitely a lot of stuff that's coming out. I will tell you, though, again, obviously in this episode, you know what I'm most excited for. Architecture. And that's saying something because there are some cool sets that I talked about today, from Star Wars to a lot of Lego ideas. You name it, it's out there. So again, let me know, what are you gunning for right now? What are you building? What are you saving your pennies for? I would love to know. So anyway, with that, I really appreciate you. End of May, I don't know about you, but it's always an insanely busy time of year for me. And so to just sit down and relax and talk Lego and listen to stuff going on about Lego, it's like a nice little release in my day. And I hope it is for you too. So with that, though, I hope you are having a great week. And on Wednesday, I will be coming back to you with another set review and a wild card Wednesday. So until then, I'll just catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.